is, are you causing health or are you causing inflammation in your mind and body? So today, the last 4 weeks, we've been talking more about mindset and letting go of things and not staying in the setbacks. And are we evolving, or are we repeating patterns? And so it's been a lot of mindset, a lot of that. So today I'm actually going to be talking more about food, health, what we're putting into our bodies. And so I've been getting a lot of inquiries, which is awesome. I love it, about food. And a lot of things have been coming up lately for people. And so we're talking about today, are you causing health, or are you causing more inflammation in the body? And what I mean by that, inflammation can be caused by external factors and obviously internal factors. So we have external factors of toxins, all this stuff, right? So we all have some type of inflammation in our bodies, from the environment, from all this lovely, stuff that we have going on. But we also have the capability to lessen the inflammation in our body. And how we can do that is through foods, is through our lifestyle. So we have a lot of stressors, right? We have stress out there. We have so many different things. Oh, thank you, Fernando. Hi, Fernando. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're all joining in. So are you being healthy? Are you giving life, health, or are you causing more inflammation for the body? So what I was saying was, it's so important to know what we're doing. Like, we may not think that we're causing inflammation, but there's also low-level inflammation that sometimes we don't even know. Our cells are always trying to take care of us and be with us, and there's times of what we put in our bodies, whether it be food, alcohol, smoking, drugs, different types of things. Obviously, anything that we ingest and put into our bodies, we have choice, right? So are we causing that inflammation, or are we causing health to our bodies? And so I have many, many people ask me, like, I don't understand why there's so much bloating. Why am I carrying so much bloat here? Why is my digestive system not working well? Why is all of this going on? And the first thing I always say is go back to your diet. What are you actually putting into your system, first of all? Not just with food and drink and all that good stuff, but also what are you putting into your body as far as mindset? Are you stressed? Is something going on in your life? Is there a major life difficulty happening? And so you want to start actually looking at everything. And what I would really recommend, and I'm going to challenge all of you listening today, is to get a journal. Please, please, please get a journal. And what a journal does, and this is what I tell all my clients and all clients before I even do any type of dietary consulting for them, is I need to see 3 days worth of everything that you eat, drink, the amounts, what time you do it, because we have to see what we're putting into our bodies. And a lot of people don't want to do a journal because it's actually like, you mean I have to write this down, what I just ate? I have to put this down and turn it in? Yes, you do. But a lot of times it's not even for, if you're not giving it to someone to hold you accountable or to help you with an eating plan. A lot of times what this journal is going to do for you is it's going to really make you become aware of your own habits. And so when you start journaling about what you're eating every day, the portion amounts, what time, what you drank, how much did you drink, whether it's water or no water, or do you do sodas, or I want you to start writing everything down. When you start doing a daily journal, you start realizing, oh my gosh, this is why I'm having some issues. And a lot of times with foods, we're all different, right? All of our bodies are very different. So what may work for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for the person next to you. So a lot of times you have to really be conscious about, okay, I had cauliflower. And then you realize you're super bloated within 20 to 30 minutes after ingesting cauliflower. That's me. I am not a cauliflower person. I can have broccoli, but not cauliflower. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because you start to realize which foods may be causing you inflammation. You may start to see what is causing certain reactions in your body, what's causing bloating, what may be causing headaches, what may be causing some aches and pains. So you need to start to write down everything and then start to, cross things off. Okay, this caused this. Okay, I felt like this when I ate this. And so when you become more aware of that, then you have an easier time realizing, okay, am I causing more inflammation to my body? Because if this isn't working for me and this is causing me pain, physical pain, then our bodies are giving us an indicator like, hey, I don't like this. This doesn't work for me. Stop, stop, stop. You may get some red spots. You may get some digestion issues. So it's listen to your body. Your body is always talking to you. And yes, eating whole foods, organic, all of that is going to be so much better for your body. And there's so many great anti-inflammatory foods that can help you as well. There's garlic, there's nuts and seeds, there's green veggies, there is turmeric, ginger. I wrote a whole bunch of stuff. Omega fatty acids, avocados. There's different things that you can start to put into your body to help calm down the inflammation. So there's things we can do. And so I just want you to start being more aware, because also when we write this down, we can also see what this food is doing, not just to us physically, but it also impacts us on a mind level, right? If we're not feeling good and we're feeling, something that we're ingesting is not making us feel right, the mind can get foggy. We don't have any idea of like, well, okay, I don't feel good, but now I can't think right. Now I'm having a headache. And now certain things are happening. So please, what I'm telling you is you are in charge of whether you're causing more inflammation to your body or if you're bringing more health to your body. There's more and more diseases that are coming up, and inflammation has a huge, obviously, we have diabetes, we have arthritis, we have, my goodness, so many different things, joint disease, asthma, heart disease, so much. And so what we're putting in our bodies causes these reactions. And sometimes we do have genetics, right? We all have our genetics. We may be predisposed to a certain disease, but we still have choice on whether to feed that inflammation to make it chronic, or if we help to bring that down, the inflammation. So we have choice of everything that we're putting into our bodies. And diet and eating, I don't like to call it diet, it's eating, a way of life. This has always been one of the hardest things for people, because they could work out forever or they could do exercise, but to actually sit down and put in what's right into your body is harder, because we have such attachments to food. And then our brain, once we eat sugars or carbs or stuff that's not so good with us, the brain's like, ooh, this is good. So everything is good, but in moderation too. So what I'm saying is be so conscious. Start to write down in your journal. I challenge you to start doing a daily journal of everything you eat, everything you drink, whether or not you exercise. You'll start to see if certain foods are causing you more discomfort in your belly, if some foods may be giving you a headache, or if you realize you're not drinking enough water. Put this all down and also write how you're feeling. How are these foods and how is your daily eating making you feel today? There's some days I have a great day and I have so much energy. And there's other days where my energy is super low and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't think I pretty much ate what I normally do eat. I'll go back, look at my journal. I'm like, okay, this is why I didn't get in my omega fatty acids. I didn't get in enough water. I didn't ingest enough of my veggies. And so I'll start to realize what I didn't put in to my body on days where I feel less energy. So you need to start paying attention to that. And that is how also we live a life where we're going to thrive, right? So I'm doing this love workshop and it's amazing, love in all forms. And what I just spoke to them about last week is that we have a 50% responsibility for every relationship that we're in. So we're only responsible for our 50%, our part. So I want you to think of your body as all your cells. This is your relationship with your body. You have 50%, your body's also doing 50%. So your body's doing everything internally it can do. All the cells are working. Your organs are pumping. You're moving the blood. Your heart is pumping for you. When you eat, your body is putting, storing stuff as fat, but that's also storing stuff to help build muscle. So our internal body is doing what it's supposed to do. That's doing their part. Now our 50%, our part, is what we're putting into our body. Am I giving my body the good types of food? Am I ingesting enough water? Am I not drinking a lot of alcohol, or am I drinking too much alcohol? Am I smoking? Am I doing some drugs that may not be the best for my body? So you're responsible for that 50%. Your body, your internal body, is responsible for its own 50%. It's doing whatever it can to keep you alive. And then it's our responsibility of what we're putting into our body, what we're putting into our mind, and what we're putting into our spirit. And so that's why I'm always so big of fitness of mind, body, and spirit. There's nothing, one does not outweigh the other. There has to be that balance. And you will see a huge difference when you start putting better things into your body. Your body will respond better. So what are you ingesting? What are you putting into yourself? What's your 50%, your part that you're doing for your body? Because your body's doing the work it's supposed to do internally. And don't get me wrong, there are some, obviously, when we have some illnesses, the body is still trying to fight. It's still trying to do whatever it can to keep us alive. And that's why, too, when people go on these diets, they want to lose weight. So I'm going to eat once a day and then not eat for another so many 20 hours again till the next meal. So what your body is doing, that's like starvation. Our bodies are constantly in starvation mode. When we feed it, it's putting the food where it needs to go to make everything work. When we go hours and hours and hours without eating, now what the body does for the next meal that we get, it's storing it as fat because it's thinking, I'm not going to get fed again for another 10 to 12 hours. I need to make sure that I'm putting this away so that I can live, so that I can function. And so we have to really understand our part of giving back to our body. So once again, I want to challenge all of you to get a journal and to start writing down, keeping yourself accountable of what am I putting in my body? This is what I had for breakfast. This is the time that I had it. This is how much the portion size is. This is what I drank. This is what I had for lunch. This is what I had a snack. And be honest and put everything down and start to see how your emotions are with what you're putting into your system. So please, 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 this is one of the greatest tools you'll ever have, and you'll start to notice what foods are not cooperating with your body, which ones that really give you some good energy and you feel great about. So I would really, this is one of the biggest things that helped me all through my years of competing, but also all through my years of learning my own body. And there's times where I will do diets for people. Obviously, I do nutrition plans for people. And sometimes it takes me a little bit to okay, this didn't work for you. This worked for this person. Let's try this. Let's do this. We are the masters of our own body. We know what works the best for us. So if you really want to live a life where you're thriving, not just surviving, then please be very conscious. Start to be aware of what you're doing. And a lot of us, we do know what we're doing, right? There's times that maybe I don't want to write down everything because I know what I'm putting in my body and I know that all of it is not good. And it's okay. We all have those times, right? Things are in moderation, but it's just start to be more conscious of what you're doing. What is your 50% of your part that you're putting into your body? Your body's doing the other 50% of doing all the internal work. So what are you doing to give back to your body to make it thrive? And so this will help with joints and pains, everything. So I really hope that this resonates with you all. If it does, give me some hearts or some loves, some high fives, because I'm getting so many more questions about the health aspect, about the food, and about, what we're putting into our system, the hydration. So really be honest with yourself. Are you contributing health to your body, or are you contributing more inflammation? So that is this week's episode. You are responsible for your 50% of what you're putting in your body. Your body is responsible for the internal 50%, and it's doing everything it can. So give back to yourself. If you really want to thrive and you really want to go into the new year of being healthy, start to do this, especially as the holidays start rolling around. So we're in November, Thanksgiving is coming, Christmas is coming, all these holiday parties, all this food. once again, we're getting into all the yummies, the goodies, the parties, the drinking, all of that good stuff. So all I want to do is have you be more conscious about it this year and really write stuff down and keep yourself accountable. And hey, we all mess up. So if you have a bad day, guess what? Tomorrow is a new day. But just be more conscious of it. Give your body love. Your body will respond back to you, and so will your mind. So I hope this resonated. Thank you all for being on tonight. And if you have any questions, thank you, because this was a suggestion from someone. They did want me to talk about inflammation and talk about health, and I'll get deeper into it, but I first wanted to have you get into the mindset and get into your own heart and spirit of, am I contributing, being more healthy, or am I actually causing more inflammation for myself and my body? So first you need to come to that and then start doing the work for it, and then we can get deeper into foods and different types of foods and all of that good stuff. So thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening. Don't forget to vote tomorrow. And that's it for this week. So thanks for joining in live at 5. And Tiffy says bye too. Bye, everyone.